Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the Finance 360-degree session. So in today's session, we are going to discuss two very important updates that have been brought by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. And these are not only important for the SEBI grade A examination point of view, but these are also important from the RBI grade B exam point of view also. Because in the RBI grade B, in the previous years, we have seen that in the phase 1, in the phase 2 of the examination, there were direct questions from the SEBI news articles also. Okay, so these two news articles we are going to cover in the holistic manner from the SEBI grade A and the RBI grade B point of view. So the first news article is regarding the Securities and Exchange Board of India that has asked the social enterprises to submit their annual impact report. So what is this news article? We are going to understand that. And the SEBI has granted LIC extra 3 years. So what is this news article? That is also we are going to understand, and we are going to have the holistic coverage of both the news articles. Now before going forward and before starting with the first news article, do subscribe to the YouTube channel of EduTap and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of the session. So you will get the PDF in the Telegram channel and you can join the Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box below. So starting with the first news article, the SEBI has granted LIC extra 3 years to achieve the minimum public shareholding. So I hope you remember that the initial public offering of the LIC, this was released in May 2022. So the LIC released its initial public offering in the May 2022. So for the first time, the shares of the LIC were available for the public. Okay, so that is initial public offering. So LIC released its IPO in May 2022 and LIC got listed in the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange in May 2022. Then the LIC was given the time period of 2 years to have the minimum public shareholding. So the LIC need to have the minimum public shareholding by 2024, by May 2024. So minimum public shareholding means that it was said by the SEBI that by 2024, the LIC has to provide at least 10% of the shares to the public. So that is LIC need to have 10% of the minimum public shareholding by 2024. So now the LIC has been given the extension by the SEBI of 3 years. So LIC got the nod from the markets regulator SEBI for an additional 3 years to achieve a 10% minimum public shareholding in the company. So this is the news article that the SEBI had provided the timeline that the LIC that has got registered in the Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange in 2022, May 2022. So the LIC had to get 10% of the minimum public shareholding by 2024 May. By May 2024. But now the 3-year extension has been given that by 2027. Now by 2027 the LIC has to have the 10% of the minimum public shareholding. Okay. So in May it was conveyed by the SEBI that by May 14, 2024 the LIC has to have the 10% of the public shareholding. But now it has been conveyed, the decision of the SEBI has been conveyed that the SEBI has granted the additional time of 3 years to the LIC to achieve 10% of the minimum public shareholding. Okay, so now you can understand that the timeline was that in 2022 the LIC got registered, got listed in the BSE and NSE. So 2 years time period was given, that is by 2024 it had to achieve the minimum 10% of the public shareholding. But now extension of 3 years has been given. So in total by 2027, that is within 5 years now we can say. So by 2027, so now the insurance major, that is the LIC, needs to achieve the 10% of the minimum public shareholding on or before May 16, 2027. So this has been said by the Securities and Exchange Board of India that the 10% of the minimum public shareholding, that means 10% of the LIC shares should be owned by the public. So this is the minimum criteria, and for this the timeline is by 2027. So this is the whole news article that you needed to understand. Okay. Now coming to the second news article, that the SEBI has asked the social enterprises that are registered on SSE to submit annual impact report. So first of all, we have the National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. Similarly, we have a social stock exchange. Okay. The social stock exchange, this is present in the country. So what has happened? First of all, let's understand about the social stock exchange before going forward with the news article. So the social stock exchange, this is a separate segment of the existing stock exchange. This is a separate segment of the existing stock exchange that can help social enterprises to raise the fund from the public. So social stock exchange, this is like a medium through which the social enterprises such as the not-for-profit organization, they can raise the money from the public. They can raise the public funds. Okay, so social stock exchange, this is a separate segment of the existing stock exchange that can help the social enterprises to raise the funds from the public through the social stock exchange, through the stock exchange mechanism. So SSC provides a medium for the stock exchanges to raise the fund from the public, and it provides a platform for the public, for the fund providers, to gauge that which social enterprises is making how much of the impact and in which social enterprises should we invest in, should we provide the money to. So the fund providers like the Tata Group, like the Reliance Industries, the Tata Group, Reliance Industries, in their corporate social responsibility, under their corporate social responsibility, they want to do something for the society. So if they are not able to do directly, if they are not able to do anything directly, they provide the funds to the not-for-profit organization to make the impact in the society, to reduce the poverty or to reduce the hunger in the society. So such such industries are there under their corporate social responsibility. They provide the funds to the social enterprises. So social stock exchange, it is providing a platform to connect the social enterprises and the fund providers. So the social enterprises are able to raise the funds through the platform, and the fund providers are able to understand that which social enterprises are there and which social enterprises are working for which areas and how good a not-for-profit organization is. Okay, so simply SSC will act as a medium. It acts as a medium between the social enterprises and the fund providers, and it helps the fund providers to select the social enterprises that are creating measurable social impact and reporting such impact. So social enterprises have to show that what impact they are creating and how much impact they are creating. So it has been said by the SEBI, by the Securities and Exchange Board of India, they have asked the social enterprises, the not-for-profit organizations which have registered or mobilized the funds through the SSC, to submit the annual impact report for the financial year 2023-24 by the end of October, that is by the 31st October 2024. So social stock exchange, we have understood what are the not-for-profit organization. Not-for-profit organization. So not-for-profit organizations are considered social enterprises, first of all, if they are engaged in any of these 16 broad activities. That is, they are eradicating the hunger, poverty, malnutrition, inequality, or they are promoting the healthcare, education, employability, livelihood, or they are promoting the gender equality, empowerment of women and the different communities, the empowerment of different communities, and supporting the incubators of the social enterprise. That is, if they are engaged in any of the activities, then the not-for-profit organization can be considered social enterprises, as well as these following entities, that is, they are the charitable trust registered under the public trust statute of the relevant state, charitable society. They are a charitable society registered under the Societies Registration Act. They are a company incorporated under Section 8 of the Companies Act of 2013. That is, they are a not-for-profit organization. They are a non-governmental organization. They are an NGO and they are not-for-profit organization. Okay, any other entity as may be specified by the SEBI. So not-for-profit organization in the context of SSC are such entities which meets the criteria to be identified as a social enterprise, because they are working for any of the 16 broad activities, for any of the 16 broad things they are working for, as well as they are any of such entities. They are the charitable trust or charitable society, the company registered under Section 8 of the Companies Act, or they are any entity as may be specified by SEBI. So there are two criteria. First, they must be working for the society, that is, they are social enterprise, and they must be either the charitable trust or the charitable society or a company registered in this Section 8 of the Companies Act. So now how they can raise the money, how the not-for-profit organization can raise the money? So that is through zero coupon, zero principal instruments. So if there is the social enterprise, it can raise the money through the social stock exchange by releasing the zero coupon, zero principal instrument. So this instrument, if the fund providers such as the Tata Group or Reliance Industries, if they are investing in this zero coupon, zero principal instruments, that means they are giving the donation, because the zero coupon, zero principal instrument means that there will be no coupon, there will be no interest rate, there will be no principal that will be paid. So zero coupon, zero principal instruments, they are not stocks, they are not bonds, they are the instruments for donating the money from the fund providers to the social enterprises. Okay, so they are used for donating the money to the NPOs that are listed in the SSC. They are the zero coupon, zero principal instruments. They are the instruments through which the fund provider can provide the donations, can provide the money to the NPOs that are registered in the SSC. So as the name indicates, the zero coupon, zero principal neither offers the interest, they are not offering the principal also, they are not returning the principal also. So simply it is the donation from the fund provider to the NPOs, to the social enterprises. Okay, so the fund providers can provide the donations, can provide the money to the social enterprises through the SSC, through these instruments. Okay, donations can be made through the mutual fund schemes also. Then there are the development impact bonds also. So through these measures, the money can be raised by the NPOs that are registered in the SSC. Okay, now this is the article, this is the circular that is released by the SEBI, in which it has been said that the social enterprises have to release the annual impact report by October 31st, 2024 for the financial year 2023-24. There is the annual impact report that has to be released by the social enterprises, by all the not-for-profit organizations that are registered with the SSC, Okay, so the Securities and Exchange Board of India has mandated the social enterprises which have registered or which have raised the funds through the SSC to submit an annual impact report for the financial year 24, that is 2023-24, by October 31st, 2024. Okay, so now in this circular there is the mention of the norms that were released in September 19, 2022. So in September 19, 2022, the SEBI had released the framework on the SSC. So in this framework on the SSC, it was clearly mentioned that within 90 days from the end of the financial year, within 90 days, the social enterprises, all the social enterprises have to release the annual impact report. So all the social enterprises, that is the NPOs, that are following the criteria, they are working for the society, as well as they are either the charitable trust or charitable society or the Section 8 company, a company as per the Companies Act. Okay, so all the social enterprises that are registered with the SSC, or they are raising fund through the SSC. So these social enterprises, all of these, they have to provide the annual impact report within 90 days from the end of financial year. But now the timeline has been provided, October 31st for the annual impact report for the financial year 24. So this is the extension of the timeline that you can understand, because in the framework it has been written that within 90 days the report has to be provided as per the framework. Okay, now what is this annual impact report? What does this annual impact report shows? So you can understand that it is showing the impact that is generated by the social enterprise, right? So annual impact report capture the qualitative as well as the quantitative aspect of the social impact that is generated by the entity, by the social enterprises. As well as you have to remember that there are two kinds of social enterprises. One, social enterprises, they have just registered with the SSC and they have not mobilized the fund through the SSC till now. Second part is that these are the social enterprises that have mobilized the funds through the SSC. Okay, so the social enterprises, the NPOs that have registered with the SSC, they have not mobilized the funds with the SSC. So these NPOs also, even if they have not mobilized the fund from the SSC, even these social enterprises, even these NPOs have to provide the annual impact report. So all the social enterprises, even those that have not mobilized the funds but only registered with the SSC, even they have to release the annual impact report. So why they will release the annual impact report? Because this will show this annual impact report. So the NPO that is only registered without listing any security, without mobilizing any fund. So these NPOs, they also have to release the AIR, the annual impact report, that must cover the significant activities that they have done for the society, the intervention, the programs, the projects that they have run for the society, the methodology that they have adopted for calculating their qualitative as well as the quantitative impact that they have made in the society. Okay, so this report will show to the fund providers that okay, this particular social enterprise is doing very good for the society, so we should invest in this particular NPO, in this particular social enterprises. So these enterprises that have just got registered, let's say they have not got any fund, they have not got any fund provider, because they do not like the fund providers do not trust this new NPO, it is just a new NPO. Okay, so if this new NPO that has just got registered with the SSC, if this is releasing the annual impact report, so this will show the fund providers, this will show the big industries, sorry, the big companies, that how much impact the NPO is making. And then under the corporate social responsibility, the different companies might provide the fund to this NPO also. So that's why all the social enterprises, even if they have not mobilized the fund, they have just registered with the SSC, even those have to provide the annual impact report, so it can showcase the prowess of this particular NPO to make the impact in the society. Now the AIR, so the social enterprises that are registered and that have also mobilized the fund, so they also have to release the AIR, and they specifically have to mention that where this fund have been used and how much impact have been generated by using this fund. Okay, so AIR shall capture the qualitative and quantitative aspect of the social impact that has been generated by the entity, and where applicable, the impact that is generated by the project. So the impact that is generated by the project or solution for which funds have been raised on the SSC, so that has to be shown also. So in the AIR, it has to be shown that with this mobilized fund, which project was run and how much impact it has created. So this is the idea. Okay, so I hope you have understood this, that the annual report to the SSC captures the qualitative and the quantitative aspect of the social impact that is generated by the social enterprise, and where the social enterprise has mobilized the fund, so it has to be shown that where the mobilized fund has been used and how much impact has been generated using these funds. Understood? In case of a not-for-profit organization is only registered without listing any security, without getting any funds, so even they have to present the report, and that report should cover their activities, intervention programs, projects that they have conducted, and the methodology for determining the impact that they have generated. So this is the idea. So now I hope you will be easily able to answer this first question. So read the question carefully and try to answer this question. Now before going forward to the second question, let me show you the blogs that the team has prepared for your easy understanding for the examination. Okay, so here you can see that if you go to the edutap.co.in, so you will get to the free material, you can go to the blogs, and here you can read the carefully prepared blogs for the different examinations. So if you go to explore by topics, you can see for any examination, if you want to get the exam information, you will be provided with that, the analysis, the cutoff, the previous year cutoffs, the eligibility criteria. So the important exam information has been provided through the blogs in a very carefully articulated manner. Okay, if you want to get the strategy, so that is also provided for the different components in the exam. If you want to know about the success stories, if you want to know about that how the toppers have achieved their dreams, so for that also the blogs are provided, the strategies that they have adopted is mentioned here. So you can see that how well how much information you are getting at one place, so you can read these blogs to get more information about the examination. Now at the end of the page, here is the join our Telegram channel, so you can join through here so that you can get the PDF of the session also. So this is the complete information, and this was the first question. I hope you will be easily able to answer this question. Now this is the second question. Again, this is a very easy question, so I hope you will be able to answer this question. If the timeline is asked that from 2022 till when the minimum public shareholding has to be achieved, so you can say that it is by 2027, by May 2027. Okay, so this is the idea that we have discussed both the news articles. I hope you have understood it. If there is any confusion, you can comment down below. And thank you very much for joining the session. Do tell me the right answer of the homework questions. Thank you everyone for joining the session.